Let's now look at Google Notebooks podcasts option. And first of all, let's ask the question, why would we possibly want to use this? I personally find it an incredibly helpful tool for just getting overview of a subject or a book or a journal or whatever the source is. That's one way. So you can basically just go through and focus more on just individual sources. So you could potentially load these sources one at a time, generate a podcast, get an overview, if that's what you wanted to do. Or you can get an overview of the whole of the subject, which can be helpful if you just want that. Or the amazing thing is you can ask it a very specific question. So, for example, there's some examples here. I only cover articles about Italy or whatever. Discuss the characters, the novel's main character. Explain to someone new to biology, etc. So you could have, this last option, for example, if you were starting new lectures and you wasn't particularly confident in the subject, you could ask for a very easy, almost explain as though you're doing it to a child, for example. Explain to a child. So that's one way of using it. I do it like that. Basically, I'll ask you certain questions and I want it to focus on a very specific area so I understand the whole subject. So I might listen to 5 or 6 podcasts asking different questions so I get a very brief, an overview of the whole subject. And of course, you can take this, you can download them so you can listen to them when you're commuting or driving or dropping the kids off at school, whatever it is, you can have that overview. At the moment, you can't alter the voices. So it's basically 2 presenters, North American accents, male and female. And it's done sort of like in a news broadcast sort of way, which personally I find a little bit annoying and cheesy, but fine. What's amazing is I cannot tell the difference. You would not, if someone played that to you and didn't explain to you that it was AI, you would legitimately think it's real people, which is sort of incredible. Now, I'm going to show you another option as well. So here I have generated the podcast and what we'll do, we'll listen to it for a few seconds and then I'm going to go to interactive mode. So let's go back here a second.
And some scandalous whispers about Faustina the Elder,
Right.
who is Marcus's aunt, also his mother-in-law.
Yeah, right.
So there's interactive mode here, which is, I would say at the moment of recording this, as you can see, it's in beta. It's still glitchy, but it does work, and it's pretty cool when it does work. So let's give it a try.
He was engaging with
So press audio.
So one thing to keep in mind
is that not all laws.
Hey, can you tell me a little bit more about the negative qualities and criticisms of Marcus Aurelius?
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
definitely worth exploring.
It's not all sunshine and stoicism.
Exactly. No one's perfect.
Right. So one critic said,
Yes.
Marcus was a second-rate philosopher
Ouch.
and a second-rate emperor.
Harsh, but let's see why.
The argument is he should have either become a stoicism teacher or focused on imperial stuff.
So there you go. You can see that you can interact with this podcast, which to me is absolutely incredible. So you can really use it as a tutor. So you could not necessarily download it and listen to it passively. You can constantly engage with it and use it almost as a lecturer or experts in a subject, or you're interviewing them about a subject, which is sort of an amazing way of learning information. You've basically got these AI experts in these sources who are using this, and you're constantly going back and forth. So this is an incredible tool. I really hope Google develops this further. I also hope that they will allow you to change the voices a little bit because if you're not North American, it's nice to be able to engage with someone of your own accent, and that would be quite nice, I think. But who knows, when you watch this, maybe that is a feature that they've changed. So I really encourage you to use this and see how you can use a podcast to really enhance your sort of academic development or learning or lecturing or however it is that you do.